Hey you guys, it's me Michelle from Awake Society. I finally get to record a video for you guys. For those of you that don't know, I live in Puerto Rico, so we've been having what experts call earthquake swarms. So far we have had 3 big earthquakes and the rest have been moderate. So this has affected the electrical system. I haven't had power, and the days that I do have power, it comes on and off consistently. Sometimes I don't have water. Because the water that supplies to the municipality where I live in my neighborhood, the water system is through pumps. So whenever the power goes out at the water pump, I don't get water over here. Thankfully, my family and I are prepared. We have a bunch of water for emergencies like this. I've also been volunteering. I've been giving psychological intervention to the people down south, which is where the epicenters have been. And because of that, I've been very busy. My goal from this weekend on is to upload 1 video per week, but you guys wish me luck. If there isn't any power, I don't have internet to upload, so I'm gonna cross my fingers. If the power goes out right now, I'll finish this video because I'm recording through my phone. But I'm really hoping the power doesn't go out so I could upload this video tonight or tomorrow in the morning. Okay. Now let's get to the topic of this video. If you already read the title, this is going to be about emotional eating. Now, before I talk about emotional eating, how do you distinguish between emotional eating and physical eating? Well, emotional eating, for example, you suddenly get hungry. Physical hunger, on the other hand, you start gradually feeling hungry. At first you feel a little hungry, then you feel more hungry, until eventually you're very hungry. Emotional eating, you specifically crave certain foods, whether it's ice cream, pizza, fast food, like comfort food, whether it's salty, sweet, or salty and sweet. Each and every one of us have certain patterns when we are craving specific foods. Physical hunger is not like that. Although with physical hunger you might want to eat something specific, but it's not something that will take you over. You could eat whatever's available. With emotional hunger, it's more like, no, I don't want to eat that, I want to eat this, and that's what makes a difference. Emotional hunger, you are practically eating really fast, like you're not giving yourself the opportunity to flavor the food. It's like this desperation. And physical hunger, it's not like that. With physical hunger, you take your time eating. Now, the bad thing about emotional hunger is that it takes the brain approximately 15 to 20 minutes to give the signal that you're full. So if you're like me, when I'm emotionally eating, I eat so fast that I'm done way before the 20 minutes, and I'm not even full, or at least I don't feel like I'm full because the brain hasn't given the signal yet. And then I continue eating, and by the time my brain tells me you're full, I'm way full. Like, I feel like I'm in a food coma. I feel bloated. I don't feel good about myself. Another difference between emotional and physical hunger is that with emotional hunger, you tend to feel guilty after you're finished eating, because when you realize the food that you ate and the amount of food that you've eaten, you don't feel good about yourself. Physical hunger, you don't feel that way because you ate healthy. You ate what you needed and you didn't overdo it, so you feel satisfied. Okay, now what's a good thing to help with emotional eating? There's this thing called mindful eating. Hear me out. It might sound weird, but this technique helped me. Everything I'm going to give you in this video is what helped me. So mindful eating, it's by step. When you get your plate of food, you're going to observe your plate. What colors are the food on your plate? For example, if you have a salad, notice the green lettuce, maybe the different shades of green in the lettuce. The tomato, is there a tomato that's brighter red than the other? You know, go around the plate and look at each food item and see the different colors that you have on your plate. When you get your fork and you put the food in your mouth, notice the temperature. Is the food cold? Is it warm? Is it hot? And before you start chewing, move it around your mouth. Notice the different textures. Is your food, does it feel hard? Is it soft? Is it lumpy? Is it crumbly when you put it in your mouth? Is it crumbling? Notice the different textures, and when you finish feeling the textures, notice the taste. What does it taste like? Is it spicy? Is it sweet? Is it citrusy? Like, notice the different tastes in your mouth. Another thing is like smell the food. What does it smell like? Does it smell earthy? Does it smell like really really spicy? Like take your time with your food. Like a good technique when it comes to mindful eating, imagine like you've never eaten before, like you're a little kid and this is like the first time you're eating, and make it playful, make it something that you're like, oh, you know, I haven't noticed that this specific spice that I've been eating and I haven't really taken the time to notice it. And it's a technique that'll help you unwind emotionally, because remember, when you're emotionally eating, you're trying to calm yourself down by eating. And when you're actually present, it's like meditative in a way. It allows you for a moment to be present, and since you're actually paying attention to your food, your brain is not running 24/7 like really fast and thinking about so much intrusive thoughts. And not only that, when you're mindful eating, you're actually taking your time with your food, and by the time your brain is telling you I'm full, you're going to feel good because you wouldn't have eaten your food like me. Because you guys, when I'm saying I'm an emotional eater, like I binge eat, and the amount of food I eat in 20 minutes, it's scary. Like I literally hid the food that I ate from my parents. Like if I would go to the pharmacy or to the supermarket and buy food, I would literally leave it in the trunk of my car, because obviously my parents are in the living room, and if I walk through the front door, they're gonna see the food that I'm eating. And whenever they're in the room, or whenever they're sleeping, or when they're out in work, I would literally then take the food out, because nobody would see the amount of food. And obviously I wouldn't throw away the food in my house, because nobody should be eating that amount of food. And if my parents saw that, they would have obviously intervened, and it's something that made me feel guilty. I wasn't happy. A part of the fact that since I was depressed, I wasn't exercising. So you guys, I gained 50 pounds extra that my body shouldn't be carrying. Thankfully, I've gone down 20 pounds, so I still have 30 more pounds to go, right? So how did this mindful eating technique help me when it came to binge eating? Because it's a lot easier, at least for me, to feel really good and be present when it's actually healthy. So for example, if I was eating McDonald's, I couldn't really be present, because deep down I was like, oh, this is not healthy for me. What am I doing? And in a way, it mentally tricked my brain into be like, ugh, I don't want to eat this anymore. And eventually got to a point where I was like, I'm not going to be eating this. Okay? Another thing that helped me with emotional eating was when I went grocery shopping, I would make a list of the things that I actually needed. So that way, when I would go to the grocery store and I would see cookies or something, I'll be like, no, it's not on my list. I'm not going to buy this. Another thing that I would do is that even if I was tempted at the grocery store, I wouldn't buy a pack of cookies, because I know that I don't have self-control sometimes. So if I have those cookies in my cabinet, you guys know for sure I'm gonna like just go to the cabinet, and in one sitting I'm gonna eat a whole pack of cookies. So I did not buy junk food, no cookies, no chocolate. Why? Because I didn't have self-control. Now another thing that I would do is that I didn't limit myself. I didn't just stop eating the things that I wanted to eat, because I have to be honest with myself. If I didn't eat what I wanted to eat, when I would get upset, you guys know that I would go to the store and buy it. So instead, I would give myself a cheat day. For me, it's Fridays or Saturdays, and I would eat anything that I was craving. For example, if I wanted pizza, then I'm not gonna eat pizza during the week, because my cheat day is on Friday or Saturday. So on one of those 2 days, I will go and I will eat my pizza. Now I would do it consciously. I wouldn't buy the whole box of pizza. I would go to a place where they give you individual slices, and I would eat 1 or 2 slices. If I wanted cupcakes or donuts, then I wouldn't touch it during the week, because I know that on Friday it's my cheat day, and on Friday I would go to a Krispy Kreme or wherever I wanted to go, or a bakery, to get my sweets. Now another thing that helped me overcome emotional eating is that sometimes, let's be honest you guys, you could have an extremely hard day, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, maybe you have family problems, and it's your urges are so strong that maybe you can't wait till the end of the week to satisfy your craving. So I would do it smart. For example, if I really, really, really wanted a burger, instead of going to Burger King and getting 2-3 burgers, I would make a burger at home, and I would choose healthier things. For example, a turkey burger or a veggie burger. And if I wanted fries, for example, I wouldn't do fries that are fried. I would actually bake my fries, so that way I could satisfy my cravings without going overboard. So for example, if I wanted a strawberry smoothie from Burger King, instead of going to Burger King, I would actually get strawberries at home, get some almond milk, maybe add a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of honey to make it sweet, because maybe at the moment what I was craving is something sweet, and it's healthier in a way, maybe it's not healthy completely, but at least you're not putting so much bad food in your system. Okay, another thing that helped me was holding myself accountable. I looked for a family member and a friend that would hold me accountable. For example, on the days or the weeks that I was having a hard time controlling my eating, I would write to my best friend and be like, yo, I'm really out of control, so I'm gonna send you my breakfast, lunch, and dinner for this week, so that way I'm holding myself accountable, because I have to show somebody what I'm eating. And if I didn't send my plate of food to my friend and show him what I was eating, he would write back to me like, oh, I didn't see your breakfast, what did you eat? And that helped me, because if I didn't have that support that week, I wouldn't have made the best food choices. So I really hope these tips help you. Do not restrict yourself, you guys. It's okay to have one day a week to cheat and eat something you're craving. It's okay to satisfy your cravings by replacing something unhealthy with a healthier version, to make a less impact on your body. And hell, if you relapse, that's fine, because I'll admit it, I didn't get over my binge eating just like cold turkey. It took me a while. I haven't had a binge eating episode in maybe 4 or 5 months, which is like really good. So yeah, I hope this really helps you, and if you like the videos that I'm putting up, please subscribe to me and put in a little bell button, so you could get notified whenever I upload a video.